Oh, hey. So, I know I said I was going to quit Marvel, but a lot of Star Wars YouTubers have been converting to, or at least talking about converting to Marvel. So there are some things I want to point out, because they make it sound like Marvel is so much better, and it's not. If they're on par, they're mobile games. And if anything, Marvel's probably a tiny bit worse even in some regards. Like, for example, this start time is legit. This is what I deal with all the time. 32 seconds load screen. And I kept the intro part as well even before this because I was waiting about a minute and a half and it wasn't loading. So then I quit out of it and restarted it. So for comparison, give me a minute. Just gonna gather this stuff. For comparison, I'm gonna put Star Wars as intro. Okay, 32 seconds for Marvel to start after waiting a minute and a half. So you're basically looking at 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Star Wars is a little longer than I was expecting, actually, but still, it's 17 seconds, first try. So right there, Star Wars is better. Then, hold on, let this finish. There, see, I'm loaded in, bam, done. Now, let's just gather this stuff. Okay, it's taking forever. I wanted to point out, though, the pop-up ads. I think there's already been 2, right? As soon as I started playing this. So 2 ads that they throw at you to, purchase their crap. And that's annoying right there. Star Wars has ads as well, but they keep it in like a little, a store, if you will. Yeah, they sometimes put like the hyperdrive bundle, they throw it at you, but it's not even an ad, it's not even an ad you can purchase. It's just a pop-up ad. Like, oh, hey, you want to get this? Just let you know it's there. These are actual ads that Marvel's always throwing in your face, like, hey, you should buy this, hey, you should buy this, hey, you should buy this. And as I've said in the video saying that I'm going to quit, those ads can interfere with the game. And then you end up, it gets frozen, I gotta restart it, all because of these stupid ads. And it's like, it's trying to process too much. Oh god, you want me to do this ad? You want me to play the game as well? And I can't do it. And that's annoying. If I want to buy something, I can go to the store, like in Star Wars. Another thing, actually, that Star Wars does is they have the hyperdrive bundle off on the side. But it's just a tiny little icon on the side. It blends in with everything else. It blends in with Grand Arena and Guild Event and regular events. It's not really obstructive. It's just another icon. No big deal. Like, this is just like you're cruising along like this, and all of a sudden, boom, ad. I mean, in Marvel's defense, I guess you'd say, they have reduced the amount of ads that pop up. It used to be ridiculous. I mean, it was like 10 ads just right as soon as you opened up the game. Now it's down to like 3 or 4. It's still violently annoying, especially if you play it every single day and you're seeing these stupid ads every single day. But it sure is better than 10. So, there's that. The other thing that still holds in Marvel over Star Wars is the leveling up the characters and stuff. It's 300, what is it? 300 shards to go from 6 stars to 7 stars? That's ridiculous. Like I said in the other video, Star Wars is 310 to go from not having the character to 7 stars. And Marvel is 300 just to go from 6 to 7. Like, it takes forever to get a character up to 7 stars. Then it takes forever to get them geared up. Half the time it takes, well, in a way, yeah, it takes forever to get their moves modded, fully leveled up as well. Because, I don't know what they're called, the gold ones, the Omegas, whatever they are, those are hard to come by. Even if you have the challenge tiers, you get, what, maybe 9, or maybe 27 a time. So, how many times does it show up? Maybe 3 times a week? It's still, it's probably worse than Zetas at that rate. I mean, there was one time with the events and stuff in Star Wars, I was able to get 2 Zetas for 1 character completed in less than a week. I think it was 5 or 6 days it took. I think the character was, who was it, BB-8? So, point is there is potential in Star Wars that you can actually boost up quicker. There's not really much potential, unless you buy stuff, I guess, but not really otherwise in Marvel. Now, I know one of the grievances the YouTubers have like Cubs fan Han and Arnold and Mobile Gamer, is that there's no I don't know, interaction from the developers and stuff, and there's no, I'm talking about Star Wars. There's no interactions with the developers, and there's no, it's not really centered around free to play. And I don't care about the interaction with the developers, but the free to play stuff, yeah, I will say it's getting ridiculous. I mean, they got the the Jedi Knight Luke event going on now, and it's ridiculous. Like, for someone like me who's been playing since the game was around for only a month, I mean, I'm going on 5 years this year playing this stupid game. Like, I should be able to get a new character pretty easily, and nope. The very first character you need is Wampa. I don't even have Wampa unlocked. You know, that's going to take forever to unlock Wampa. And not only that, they want them up to Relic 3 minimum. Like, they're forcing that. It's not like it's recommended, like, hey, you don't want it to be Relic. No, it has to be. Otherwise, it still won't classify. So that's violently annoying. Like, as if Galactica Legends aren't annoying enough, it's going to take me forever just to get Jedi Knight Luke. I mean, I'm probably, maybe a year and a half before I have him? Like, that's dumb. So, that's kind of like what the YouTubers are complaining about. The game is only focused on people that pay. And it wasn't always like that. That's the thing they're complaining about, too. Because back in the day, Star Wars was better. Like, I remember, it might be for the Palpatine event, I remember I worked on my Farm Boy Luke. I got him to, like, gear 10 or 11? Gear 11, I think. Just for the heck of it. Just so I knew he'd be strong enough. No Zetas put on him. Just gear 11. I think all I needed him to be was gear 10. That was, like, the event requirements. But I went to 11 just so he'd be extra strong. And it was good enough. That's what I needed. Did the trick. Bam, done. Now you need all these stupid relics and all this crap. And relics are a pain, okay? They're not as easy as going from gear 10 to gear 11. So they're really just pandering towards people who pay. So that's one of the big problems YouTubers have. Like, you know, they're just being all about money. Which, okay, they're a business at the end of the day, but they're a mobile game. You know, like, mobile games are supposed to be free, and then the option to pay if you want. And this game's turning into almost like you have to pay. I mean, I haven't ever put money in. I never will either, but I'm just saying. So anyways, that's what they try to say with Marvel, that it's, you know, more fair. You don't need to put money in, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, there is some aspects to it. Like, they got the mini campaign going on for now. It's like a week long. Right now, their focus is on Domino. So you can get her without paying. And you can get her like 4 or 5 stars if you're good enough. So that's fair, but I mean, I don't know. I just don't feel like it's that much better. Like, I almost feel like all these people that are talking about ditching Star Wars and going to Marvel, it's not because they want to do that. They want to play Star Wars. They like Star Wars. It's just they're trying to find a way to hurt Star Wars. So it's almost fake. Like, they're making all these claims like, oh, geez, Marvel's just so much better. And it's like, you don't really think that. Don't make dumb videos saying that. You're just saying that as, like, a way to try to, I don't know, be, like, not a bully, but just, you know, when someone's being a jerk and you just say mean things, or you just feel like being a jerk to somebody that you care about and you just say mean things just because, that's what they're doing. They're just trying to pretend and make CG think, oh, I guess there's other options. Maybe we should try to listen to what they're saying. I also think, though, all these YouTubers that are, you know, pandering like this, I don't know if it's really going to matter. I mean, yeah, those YouTubers each get a fair amount of views, so if all the viewers actually play the game, they might follow along and, you know, boycott it or whatever, like they've been saying. But at the end of the day, like, I look at my guild, and I don't think my guild knows any of these people on YouTube. Like, when the Jedi Knight Luke event came around, I knew all about it because of Arnold T101. But no one in my guild knew. They're like, oh, I'm going to have to look on Discord and see what it says. And I'm like, how do you not know? But that's because they don't watch the YouTubers like I do. Like, I know all this crap way before it comes out because the YouTubers are covering that. So it just makes me think, like, if my guild is oblivious to all this that's going on, then obviously there's tons of other people. So at the end of the day, everything the YouTubers are trying to do might not matter. It's just a small niche of people that are aware of this in the grand scheme of the amount of players playing the game, you know? But anyways, I guess back to comparisons to Marvel. Like, another thing they say is Marvel has nice looking characters. Okay, I'll give them that. They do. Because some of the Star Wars characters do look ridiculous. Like Rey, every version of Rey just looks stupid. She barely looks like herself. I mean, it's almost more like an idea of Rey, and that's how you're like, yeah, that's Rey, rather than it's like, wow, that's Rey. You know, like you see the clothes and her staff, and you're like, okay, yeah, that's supposed to be Rey, but it doesn't really look like her. It's just like a clay face, like, there we go, we made a face. Where at least Marvel, I mean, I don't know what Marvel's models are on, because they don't really look like any of the movies versions of the characters, so maybe it's some comics they're looking at or something, or maybe they're trying to make their own unique spin, I don't know. But they do look pretty decent. I mean, as you see the gameplay here, then the backgrounds look pretty nice as well. Like, for a mobile game, it's not bad visually. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really think it's that much better. Like I said, I want to quit the game because it's frustrating. Like, I know I said I made a video how long ago now saying I was going to quit, and I still haven't. That's only because I ended up looking I was going to quit that day, and then I looked at my achievements, and I saw I was super close to having, 600 days login or something, and then you get some Hulk shards, and Hulk's impossible to work on because you can't even farm him. It's just achievements that you get his shards from. So then I was like, well, I don't want to give up, only because I got this far already, and what if when I quit, it basically resets my login? I don't know if that counts as a streak, you know what I mean? If that's a streak, if I already got up all the way to 593 days, I might as well go the extra 7. And then when I was still going, I don't know. I mean, I don't really go hardcore anymore. I'm going hardcore here for the video, just so I know I have enough footage to talk. But I don't really go hardcore. There's days where I just log in and get the daily bonus stuff, daily logins, and then that's it. I don't care about doing anything else. Sometimes I feel like Marvel just takes too long as well. I feel like the point of a mobile game is to be quick, and sometimes it just takes too long. There's 2 raids going on, there's the Alliance War going on, there's, a new Blitz going on, and I want to get the prizes, and I don't know, I just feel like it takes too long. So that's one thing I don't like. That's petty, that's my own choice, I guess, to make sure I do everything. But like I've said before, I don't like how impossible it is to level up, or maybe even level up, yeah, because what do they call them? They're not training droids, that's Star Wars. This game, it's like credit card looking things. But yeah, they don't give you tons of those. Like, I'm out of them. So, the characters I'm trying to work on, I have plenty enough money, but I don't have enough things. So, like, that's annoying. Or, like I said, challenges are way too overly impossible for no reason. That's annoying. Like, the upper tiers, there's some that I can't even do tier 10, never mind 11 and 12. Those are basically never gonna happen. Like, this isn't any better. At least Star Wars was. Who knows about it now, but at least it was. You were able to do all the challenge tiers. Like, I phrase it that way because they've been talking about coming out with new tiers, and who knows what they do if they make new tiers. They'll probably be way too over the top impossible, which would be ridiculous just because that's the route they're going, but I don't know. I just don't feel like Marvel's better, because it's not. Like, honestly, one game that Arnold T101 had talked about before was, what's it called, Dragon Champions. That game is actually much better. If you don't want to play Star Wars, but you want to play something similar to it, don't play Marvel Strike Force. Marvel Strike Force is annoying. I've said this a million times now. It's too hard. It's going to take you forever to make any progress. I mean, I scrolled through my roster a little bit earlier in the video. I wasn't actually scrolling through to show my roster. It was notifying me that I had something that I could do to one of my characters, so I was trying to find it, and I think it was someone starred up. But still, like, you see my roster, it's not that beefy. My Star Wars roster, I have just about every character, and 80% of them are 7 stars, and a lot of them are gear 12. Like, I'm able to boost them up. This game, I got a few top guys that are strong, but that's it. As it dwindles down, they're significantly weaker. So, anyways, though, back to what I was trying to say. Dragon Champions, that's actually pretty good. I have no idea what it's like in relation to Raid Shadow Legends. I know that's an ad constantly as well. It's a similar seeming type of game. Like, it uses characters like that. Orcs and, what else? Elves, devils, and pandas. That's what's in, Dragon Champions. I don't really know about Raid. I've never checked it out. I've thought about checking it out, but I'm trying to dwindle down the amount of games I play because I just feel like it's been too much. That's why I quit Dragon Champions, because it was just too much. I was doing all these games, and it was like, it would take an entire morning. It would get up at 8 o'clock, and I'm done doing my dailies by noon, like on the weekend. I'm like, this is dumb. Like, why am I putting so much time into doing this crap? So I quit that, and I quit it. Did I quit any others? I thought about quitting others, but I've kind of changed my approach to them. Like I said, Marvel Strike Force, I'm much more laid back on. I don't care about the game. I'll log in and get my daily login bonus, and then that'll be it, whatever. Depending on the day, I'll do the challenges too, if it's worthwhile challenges like money or the ability upgrade materials. Otherwise, but yeah. Dragon Champions. Dragon Champions basically is Marvel Strike Force, but, Star Wars, Galaxy of Heroes, but without Star Wars characters. It's just random characters. And that game is a much better option if you want to ditch Star Wars. Don't go to Marvel. Marvel's no better. I think I've even said this in my other game. I haven't had a game cause so much rage for me on a regular basis like Marvel has. That's why I quit it the first time. Because I was just mad all the time. I'd play it and then just get violently angry and I was like, why do I play this stupid game? I didn't pay for it. It's free. My only investment is my time. So that's why I quit the first time. And then I came back to it just because, I don't know, I think I heard someone talking about it, and I was like, well, I know I started before. Let's see how I'm doing. And then I came back to it. And now I want to quit it again because it's just still annoying, and I'm like, I should have never came back. But now I added much, the first time I had 6 months under the belt. Now I got like 2 years. So it's a little harder to quit now because, I don't want that all to go to waste. All that effort and time I put into it. But I am trying to dwindle it. Eventually I'll quit it. So yeah, Dragon Champions. Or check out Raid, or just anything else. You don't have to do a game that's like Star Wars, how you collect characters. Jeez, actually, even everyone talks about Marvel Strike Force. I just realized too, what about DC Legends? That's a decent game. I'm talking about Marvel being hard. DC is way harder in terms of getting your characters beefed up. I have 5 characters, 7 stars. Or, what am I saying? 5 stars legendary. I think I have 7 characters that are 5 stars legendary. That's ridiculous. It takes forever to do. And then I think I mentioned they made a new tier where it's called Rebirth, and they turn gold. Well, their border turns gold, and yeah, forget that. That's even more impossible. I have 1 character at that, and that's only because they had packs in the shop that I could buy with my gems, and I had enough gems, so I bought a ton of them, and I was able to get him boosted up. But to get him to the next tier, it's ridiculous. I think I need 600 shards. I'm like, this is never gonna happen. So in terms of getting characters boosted up, yeah, it is a bit ridiculous. However, when they come out with new... First off, let me back up a tiny bit. They come out with a new character every single month. Sometimes they even come out with 2 new characters. Right now, this month, they came out with 2 new characters. They have one that's your daily login, and then one that is in Arena. So, they also come up with events all the time where you can get a lot of shards and get these characters boosted up pretty heavily. The past few months, I think it's the login character. They also put him... Yeah, it is the login character. They also have, 2 raids for it. Yeah, raids, if you will. It's not really a raid. I don't know how else to call it. But I ended up getting enough shards to get them to 4-star legendary. So, basically, they're more or less fully maxed out. I don't count Rebirth, because that's just super impossible to do. But 4-star legendary is not bad. And that was just free in 1 month. I went from not having it because it's a brand new character to 4-star legendary. Not bad. That's way better than anything Star Wars offers, and way better than anything Marvel offers. That's way better than the Domino event going on now. Again, the YouTubers are trying to say, oh, Marvel's just so much better. Not really. It's not. No. In all fairness, I am recommending DC because I don't know why Marvel's getting so much love. What's wrong with DC? I thought DC was popular too. But anyhow, yeah, I like the game, and I almost have every character. I think there's only 5 characters I don't have. So, again, not bad. I've been playing the game probably just as long as Star Wars, but I'd say it's overall the satisfaction of it is better than Star Wars. I feel like my effort matters. In Star Wars, I'm never gonna crack top 150 in Arena because they have all the whales and all that Krakens that have their, super beefed up Galactic Legends, Kylo and Reyes, and I'll never be able to compete with that. But at least in DC, it's more, there's competition, but it's also, you don't really feel it. There's no ranking. It's just your prize tier. How much effort are you putting in? And that determines where you're at. So you want to put a ton of effort in, you'll get a higher ranking. You put in little effort like I do, you'll be at the bottom. But, it's much more fair. Even Marvel has the stupid arena with the ranking. Like, you saw mine, I just got promoted to 800 something. Like, that's terrible. And my guys aren't even that bad. What's my power? 345,000? And I'm 800 and something rank. Like, that's trash. At least DC, you don't feel like that. You don't feel bad about yourself. You just think, oh, I couldn't beat this guy, whatever. And they offer the chance, too, that if someone else attacks you and they win, they have a feature called Revenge, where you can go on a revenge and beat them. So even though, there's no ranking, like I just said, you still have that satisfaction of, okay, I am better than you, you just won on a fluke. I don't know. DC's... I like Star Wars because I like Star Wars and I put a lot of time and effort into the game, and there is, goals, I guess you could say, to work to, but DC is probably my favorite phone game I have. I don't think it even ever makes me mad. The only time it makes me mad is with red alerts, because red alerts are just bullcrap. They always make them way too hard. They're like, oh, here, you can pair up against this, and it's a team of 3-star gold, and I'm like, seriously, I only have 1-star gold, and you're gonna pair me up against a whole team of 3-star golds, really? So I don't know. Anyways, I feel like I'm getting way off track from what the whole point of this video was. This video was supposed to be just to talk about the YouTubers saying switch to Marvel, and I just want to be like, no, Marvel's not that good. It actually sucks. Don't listen to them, because they're just trying to pander to CG's emotions. Like, oh, we're gonna lose people to Marvel? It's really all it is. Once they change things, everyone's gonna jump off of Marvel and go back to Star Wars. No one actually cares about Marvel that much. The only one is Mobile Gamer. He plays Star Wars and Marvel Strike Force. He always has. But Arnold, now all of a sudden he's starting to do Marvel videos, and it's like, I don't know about that. I ran out of video space. Well, I guess I have to wrap this up then. So anyways, why am I forgetting my train of thought? Oh yeah, that's the other thing too. If you're paying attention during this video, you see every single thing requires a stupid loading screen. When I was doing all those raids and such, loading screen every single time. That's annoying too. At least Star Wars, there is loading, but I always feel like it's more seamless. You don't really feel the loading. There's not a definitive load screen. It's just, okay, I'm going in, bam. Now I'm in this mode. I don't know. Just be open to stuff. Really know what you're getting into. I mean, I can talk about these because, like I said, I've been playing DC for, 4 years. Star Wars will be 5 years this Christmas. And Marvel's been, since 2017, steady. Plus 6 months, about 6 months before that. So maybe mid-2016 to late 2016. Then it came back mid-2017. I've been playing it since. So I kind of know what I'm talking about these games. And I've been doing all the dailies and I log in all the time. So I am kind of, if you will, an authority on these games. So I know what I'm talking about. Marvel is no better than Star Wars. If you do listen to Arnold and stuff, don't let them fool you. That's just their thing they're going for right now. Because it's almost like Marvel is Star Wars' biggest competition. Only because, in the world of the movies, it probably is the biggest competition with the nerd base. And it's the biggest competition possibly in the game as well. I mean, I heard it was. When Marvel first came out, Star Wars felt threatened. Which I don't understand why it should, though, because nowadays that's all under Disney. So it's, it's your own franchise. Who cares? That would be like if my YouTube channel was actually successful and I had a second one and, a lot of people were going over to my second channel instead of my main channel. What the heck does it matter for? It's still me. It's still benefiting me. People are still liking my stuff. So, I don't know. Anyway, video ended a while ago, so now I gotta end my talking. So, just be aware. Marvel is definitely not any better. If you want to be mad and raging out all the time, play Marvel. Because Makes me mad constantly, so I can't be the only one that's constantly mad at this game either. That's about it. I don't know what else to say. So, thanks for checking this out. I always put this in the description, but who knows if anyone reads that. Be sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and please do feel free to subscribe. And until next time, I said see ya.